Just for starters, he laughs. I'd never seen him laugh in public, but he does, including at himself. And it's not fake. At one point, we were walking through it is an amazing tour of the whole house. And I don't remember exactly what we were talking about, but it must have been something with the 2020 election, because I know he used the word lost. And I distinctly remember saying, wow, I never thought I'd hear you say that. He didn't get mad. He's much more self-aware than he lets on in public. Look, I get it. It doesn't matter who he is at a private dinner with a comedian. It matters who he is on the world stage. I'm just taking as a positive that this person exists, because everything I've ever not liked about him was, I swear to God, absent, at least on this night with this guy. And he mostly steered the conversation to, what do you think about this? I know, your mind is blown, so's mine. I told him he was wrong when he tweeted the night before that I was critical of all things Trump. Not true. Check the tapes. Moving Israel's embassy to Jerusalem, loved it. The border did need to be controlled. I'm glad the cops are getting their morale back. DEI had gone too far. Biological men shouldn't be playing women's sports. Europe should pay for their defense. And of course, it makes sense that Arab countries should take in Arab refugees, like the million Syrians who wound up in Germany when Saudi Arabia took none. He said to me, you're right, they took none. I never felt I had to walk on eggshells around him. And honestly, I voted for Clinton and Obama, but I would never feel comfortable talking to them the way I was able to talk with Donald Trump. That's just how it went down. Make of it what you will. Me, I feel it's emblematic of why the Democrats are so unpopular these days.
And that is the point. And this is what the left never gets, is that Donald Trump is an average guy. Unlike Jazzy Crockett or Hillary Clinton or Kamala Harris, he doesn't change his accent depending upon whether he's talking to white people or black people. He's authentic, even warts and all. Is he a bit of a braggart? Is he a little bit long-winded at times? Does he perhaps insult people more than is necessary? Okay, yeah, but he owns it. And everybody knows what he said at the end of that clip, that when I could talk to this man in ways I would never have been able to talk to someone like Clinton or Obama. And that's the trick of Donald Trump. He's one of us, and the left can't handle it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. He's authentic. He's the real deal. There's no guile in him. Now, look, you can have a problem with maybe his style. He's a New Yorker, as you know, and those New Yorkers have a tendency to kind of be bombastic. I understand that. I, for one, don't care if he gets a little edgy. We're not hiring a pastor in chief. We're hiring a commander in chief. I want my president to be tough. I know that turns off a lot of people, Canadians out here, though he's such mean-spirited individual as he's, doing his art of the deal. But Duke, you're absolutely spot on. He is authentic. He's real. And, think of it. When he built his billionaire empire, he built things and he constantly went to the workers, the blue collar workers, the hardworking workers in his buildings in New York and et cetera. They would always say that he would come and talk with them one-on-one and listen well to them and see how he could make things better. That's why he is such an efficacious president.